For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fiber website. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 13 of the FIFA 18 career mode here with Chelsea. We start with a rather large game actually on the Sunday against Manchester United that is first versus second in the Premier League, so that's going to be particularly difficult. Apologies about the slight lisp I've got at the minute. My top Invisalign tray got slightly distorted, and thankfully I changed them in a couple of days for a new set, but it's been slightly distorted, and it seems to have given me some sort of a lisp, or more than a lisp that I've been getting because of the braces over the past few days or past few weeks, so apologies for that. That'll be something you can laugh along with at some point or throughout the episode. We play Manchester United now. I'll simulate the two international friendlies. Then I think we'll play West Brom and then have a squad report because it's been a while since we've had one of those. So then we'll play Shakhtar, Liverpool and Middlesbrough tomorrow. Newcastle, Atleti, West Ham, Huddersfield, Southampton, Swansea, Everton, Brighton and Stoke. And then we'll be into January. So then we'll be if we do that today, we'll be 3 games per episode all the way up until January. And then obviously in January, providing we can win against Middlesbrough here, the semi-finals of the Football League Cup will be played in January, as well as, of course, the FA Cup. So it should work the schedule quite nicely to have a squad report now. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And, well, there's a point between ourselves and Manchester United currently. It will either remain a point, extend to 4, or I'll be 2 points behind them by the end of this episode. We will find out in due course. I'm going to take Fabinho out for Neymar. Is he fit again? He is. Good. Right, there we go. I think that's all I'm going to do with regards to the squad there. I'm not obviously going to play those friendlies, but it'd be nice to see Neymar in a simulated Brazil shirt. Players leaving on international duty. Hopefully nobody comes back injured for me. We haven't yet had that happen to us, but it is a thing that could possibly happen at some point. We could send people away on international duty, they could come back with like a broken ankle or torn ligaments or something. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen. But we'll start with Manchester United at home, and then, to be fair, West Brom are third. So we're actually playing first, or it's first versus second, followed by first versus third today. It's a much larger episode than I initially realised if I just glanced at the table there. Fuck my life. Right, okay, Manchester United first, followed by simulated internationals, followed by West Brom, followed by a squad report. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more. Time for Man United to come to Stamford Bridge. 4-2-3-1 for Manchester United, same as myself. De Gea, Valencia, Lindelöf, Cahill, Darmian, Fellaini, Matic, Mkhitaryan, Mata and Oyarzabal on the left-hand side, with Lukaku up top. So, an unorthodox formation for Man United. They don't tend to play a 4-2-3-1, I don't think. Do they? I'm not sure, actually. I might be mistaken. I thought they played a 4-3-3. Regardless, it'll be a difficult game. Okay. Cesc is there. Go through that gap to Coutinho and back to Cesc. I think because the formations cancel each other out, I'm going to have to be a little bit quicker with my passing and try and draw the defenders out of position by doing so, because people are just going to be filling in where I've got players, and we'll end up at a bit of a stalemate. To start off with, at least. It's a nice header by Mkhitaryan down to Matic into Lukaku. Do not let him onto his left, CHES. Thankfully he gave that straight to Cesc Fabregas, so that wasn't too much of an issue. Fellaini, come get me. There we go. Draw him out of position, then we could play Coutinho in. But you see how Hazard is well marked out there on that far side. And Willian hasn't got too much space here, and in fact I've overrun it straight into Matteo Darmian. This can be a really difficult game. Valencia spins well. Good cross. Luis heads away, but Kante getting caught on it by Mata there. Who's going to win that foot race? Thankfully it's N'Golo. Give that in there to... Oh, fucking hell. I'll get my own half. Here's Mkhitaryan. I know all about him from the brief Man United series we did. So I know he's a very dangerous man, as is Lukaku. Kante just getting there ahead of Mkhitaryan there. Right, now can we counter? They have got a lot of defenders back here. In fact, they left 6 people back there when I only had 2 forward. But they're not committing too many men into the final third. Man United here, but if Coutinho can squeeze that through there to Morata, we might be able to catch them out regardless. We've hit the post. There may have been 6 defensive players back there when we tried to counter, but they still weren't able to stop me from getting through. But the post was able to stop me from scoring. Dave. Really like pulling Azpilicueta too far out of position here. Hazard will wait for the run from Alonso. Quickly get it in there to Morata. Now can we drop the shoulder on Lindelöf? That's worked beautifully. Eden Hazard! Oh, come on. You've got to hit the target, Eden. You've got to hit the target in that situation. Oh, it's really disappointing. Just didn't get enough whip on it. Beautiful position. My own mistake for not putting the right finish on it. 0-0. Can't say through there to Coutinho. Willian has got the drop on Darmian here, and he is quicker. He has gotten there, and I'll loft it in, looking for someone at the back post. Oh, Morata got... What a remarkable save from David De Gea. I need to see a replay of that. That was outrageous. The reactions. I wasn't even in control of him. I was in control of Hazard, and then Morata just threw himself at it. And De Gea has just done outrageous things there by getting to that. See it in slow motion. He's headed it back across the other way. And De Gea... Oh, that was ridiculous. What a save. Right at the beginning of the half as well. He hasn't switched off during half-time. His concentration levels are bang up there, David De Gea. That's exactly the sort of save you would expect David De Gea to make as well. Oh, how am I not 1-0 up? I may even go 1-0 down if Mata gets a turn and a shot in here. Lukaku charged down by 2 people there. This game is starting to liven up now in this second half. Matic forward to Lukaku, back to Matic, trying not to get drawn out of position with defenders here. Oh, he says, as he's got defenders drawn out of position. Mkhitaryan was in a bucket load of space over here. I don't know where Marcos Alonso has gone. He's just completely disappeared. He's there in the middle, and Mata has slotted home. Courtois, really disappointing attempted save there from him, to be completely honest. But where was Marcos Alonso? You're playing at left back, mate, and he's playing more centrally than anyone else. What sort of attempted save is that, though?
Slightly different viewpoint on it.
I hate the way they do that. Like, the ball is low, and they throw their arms up. Thibaut. Well, more to the point, EA, patch that shit. Come on, Dave. Struggling up against Lukaku. Win that header, please. What is... Rudiger! I swear to God, physics engine mistakes are costing me so much in this game. I've told Rudiger to come to the ball, and he's just looked at it. He's just looked... I mean, take nothing away from Mata's finish, but what is Rudiger doing? Why is it... What even is that? As an attempted header from Rudiger. Kill me, please. Oh my God. I shouldn't be 2-0 down here. This is just ridiculous. Good header by Alonso. Hazard. Coutinho. Morata is there. It's good movement from him to find the space. It's a good turn as well. Get it out to Hazard. Then look for Coutinho, who can roll the defender well. And Coutinho can't find the target. I've had the chances in this game. Cahill's going off now. Eric Bailly may be coming on. I'm not sure. Oh, I've had the opportunities. And it's Daley Blind coming on. Every game that I've lost this year, this season, I've had the chances to get something from. I've had a few people in the comment section pipe up saying, like, people were piping up saying it's too easy on Legendary, so I've purposefully made it a lot more difficult for myself, and now people are saying, CHES, it's too difficult. No, this is how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be difficult. I was still top of the league prior to this game, so clearly it's not too difficult. I'm not like 12th or something with Chelsea. I'm still playing good football, winning a lot of games. It's more me not being very good at the game than it is the game being too difficult. It's me making mistakes. It forces me to improve rather than just make things easy for myself. I'd rather lose games and get better at the game than just have it too easy and never improve as a player. So please, if you're whining at me in the comment section that it's too easy, don't, because this is how it's supposed to be. This is how difficult Legendary is supposed to be. It's the highest difficulty setting. I should struggle against the top sides. I've been getting better at the game. I just need to get a little bit more clinical in front of goal, and then we really will start to win every single game, even with these slider settings. Of course, bear in mind, this is only Season 1 as well. You don't need to win everything this year, and then next year have nothing to play for. Pulled a goal back here through Alvaro Morata. Clearly I can do something on these difficulty settings against the top side. Sorry, it's been a real bugbear of mine on Twitter recently. People shouting at me on Twitter and in the comment section that I made it too hard for myself. You can't do anything right as a career mode YouTuber. Like, people say it's too easy, so you make it hard, and then the same people complain that it's now too hard and you should change it again. People are never happy. And when you get tens, if not hundreds of people telling you that every day, it really starts to grind you down. I'm sat here like 12 to 16 hours a day making content, only to be shouted at that I'm doing it wrong. I know I sound like a complete spoiled bitch right now, and I apologise, but it is just a bugbear, and I'm glad I've got it out of my system. I will not bring it up again. Alvaro Morata in behind here, up against Lindelöf. Not the best of turns inside, but it's worked, and Coutinho's there, and what the fuck was that, Felipe? Honestly, that would have been the perfect moment to slot that home. Oh. Screw me. Fuck my life. Ball into Lukaku. Nice little 1-2 David Luiz as well. Right, really not long left now. Pedro's come on for Hazard because he was tired. And oh, Pogba's cut that out. Fuck my life. That would have been a great opportunity to play the ball through there and work something. I think by giving possession away at that point, with the amount of time left that there is, that may have been the result gotten away from us. Lukaku out there to Oyarzabal. Down the line, David Luiz can't get to it. Again, the hell is Rudiger doing there? I told him to head it, and he turns his back to the ball, and then tries to throw his leg at it behind him. Oh, calm down, CHES. I apologise that I've been a bit prickly in today's episode so far. I probably should save a rant like that for a stream rather than a video, but never mind. It's out in the open now. Feelings have been expressed. Let's hopefully get... If I get a long-term injury now from this international break, I will lose my mind. Let's dive into the game against West Brom, and I'll quickly check up on how we get on in these friendlies once I've gotten there. I'll just manually... I will manually advance as far as there. Right, we got a 3-1 win against Denmark and a 1-0 defeat against Portugal, apparently. But thankfully, the most important thing was that there were no injuries to my first team. So we can go into the game against West Brom now and hopefully get a decent victory against them. Pedro has come to me with an email, presumably he wants to play, and indeed he does. And I'm quite happy to play him, to be fair. He's been in great form recently. We got that game midweek against Shakhtar, so I need a win from that, really, don't I? I need a win from that. I'm going to play... Oh, but then we've got Liverpool at the end of the week. I'm going to play a mixture. I'll play a mixture of first-team players and reserve players against West Brom, and a mixture against Shakhtar, and then a full first team against Liverpool. I think that's how we'll work it. But I'll play in the black kit rather than... Actually, could I play in the blue? I could play in the blue, can't I? I'm sure it'll be fine in blue. Right, West Brom away. Tony Pulis lining up in a familiar defensive formation for him. They've got Seamus Coleman at right back, so that's interesting to see. Gareth Barry, who was previously the league's top goal scorer with 6 goals at the beginning at centre mid as well. A 4-1-4-1 will be difficult to break down, and we've found out against Palace that actually when teams go very defensive against me, it very nearly works as well, so this will be difficult. Kante, Pedro, look for Charlie Musonda. Turn his side nicely, and again, it's Bakayoko. Give that to Michi. Nicely done. Now, can I find Pedro? Yes, we can. On his left foot. Oh, Pedro. Oh, was it yesterday's video that was titled, I think I'm in love with Pedro? Because I definitely am in love with Pedro. He asked to play. And why I don't play him every single game, I have no idea. Because he just turns up. Pedro 1, Chelsea 1, West Brom 0 in the 10th minute. Here's Beretta. He's in behind. Larry Beretta. Causing me problems here, and drill across. Aspi gets it away. That was dangerous. Charlie Musonda will put Coleman under pressure, but it deals with it well, as you would expect someone of Seamus Coleman's quality to do. He keeps trying to turn onto his right, Beretta, and Christensen's done very well there. Considering the mistakes that Antonio Rudiger was making in the last game, I may even give Andreas Christensen a prolonged spell in the first team ahead of the German, because Rudiger's just been awful in recent games, not performing whatsoever, and Christensen so far, he's proving to be pretty handy. Did enough there to put him off. Wasn't the best of defending. Wasn't the best of goalkeeping either. But corner's coming from Nasser Chadli. And it's floated towards the back post. Keeper will come and catch. Well done, Thibaut. So you can do something, right? Christensen, lovely interception. He's done well. He gets the ball first too, and actually wins us a foul there. But we'll take the advantage. Pedro meets, he's made a run. I'll wait to play the pass. We'll play it now. Turn inside on his right and whip it tops. Nope, whip it wide. Up we go, Charlie. Never mind. Out to Livermore. Into Nasser Chadli. Can we intercept that? Yes, we can. That's not a foul. I was waiting for the ref to blow for one, but he didn't, thankfully. William will get onto that and we'll go for a run. Actually, go to Michi first. That's not Michi, that's Pedro. But never mind. Get a little bit lucky with the pass. And we'll trying to wrong foot the defender, which has gone very well. Oh, crashing off the bar. Musonda was offside, unfortunately, so I couldn't play it to him. Can't still just keep possession here. I had to make sure that I played that backwards. We'll go to Michi again, and Oh, Michi. Oh, I just couldn't get to the loose ball. What an effort from Michi Batshuayi. Off the bar, close to 2-0. Barry out wide to Jay Rodriguez. Oh, he's done me there with that turn. Oh, he's done me there with that turn as well. I keep overcommitting again. Jay Rodriguez. Oh, that wasn't far away at all. I'm going to need a second goal here if I want to win this one. Unfortunately, still not able to come away with possession. But Jay Rodriguez. Oh, the drop of the shoulder's done me. Rodriguez! Oh, he's causing me all sorts of problems, Jay Rodriguez. I cannot cope with him. Out for a corner. Now, so Chadley will whip it. And it's actually more of a looper than a whipper. Get there, Pedro. Oh, he's done brilliantly again. We'll poke that away. And Michi won't get there. Because James Coleman beats him to it. Never mind. Nasser Chadley kicks that straight at N'Golo Kante. Let's go for a race away, shall we? You've got the legs, N'Golo. Pull that back there to Charlie Musonda. And I will give it to Pedro. I wasn't sure whether I was going to for a moment. In there to Bakayoko. To Michi. Michi. Oh, deflected. And now we'll have a corner at the other end. Oh dear. Corner to come in. Willian to take. Decent delivery. Who's that? That's Kante. Falling away, but it was a poor header. Musonda. Into Pedro. Cross there to Musonda. Musonda. That's Bakayoko. Musonda was the man that was on the far side. Willian, nice turn. Thought he might have dangled a leg there, actually. Pedro. Oh, that touch. You're offside, aren't you, Michi? Yeah, he is. Oh, that touch from Pedro was superb. Completely fooled everybody, but unfortunately his shot was deflected and it ended up at Michi's feet, who was well offside by that point. Half an hour to go, still 1-0. Nice tackle by Kante. Pedro's there. Michi. Oh, what is Nom doing positionally? Committing defensive suicide is what he's doing, because Willian is deadly. Oh, I said I might need a second, thanks to Jay Rodriguez's continued efforts, but we've gotten that second. See, why has Nom run in there right in front of his fellow centre-back? Doesn't make any sense. The AI makes some really strange decisions this year, and I've improved with the sliders full-back positioning as well. Clearly, Alan Nyom needs even more help than an improved full-back positioning slider, because he literally just ran straight in front of his centre-back. If he hadn't have done that, Willian wouldn't have had the space, I wouldn't have scored a second. Never mind. I don't know why I'm complaining that they've made a mistake. I've made plenty of my own in the past few games. We are 2-0 up here against West Bromwich Albion, and I'll just head this home to the keeper. He backed up towards his line and panicked me a little bit, and we'll stay 2-0 in front. Oh, what a through ball. Nasser Chadley in behind. Chadley! Oh, Courtois saves. Oh! Chadley goes again, but right into the side netting. They've taken Louis Barreta off, and they made a change. Salomon Rondon, I think, that's come on, and he could be underneath this. It's headed away by Kante. It was Salomon Rondon that's come on. Michi could keep this in fact, and Pedro is busting a gut in the infield, and I've no idea who that touch came off. It was Michi, apparently. Never mind. Oh, through ball again. Jake Livermore with the cross this time. Christensen away. Only as far as Krahowiak. Barry down to Krahowiak. This is surely 2-1. It is. I needed that second because I knew something like that was going to happen. We've got just under 20 minutes to hold on. 2-1. Bakayoko through to Pedro. So to Bakayoko. Michi decided to come feet there. It was a good decision. People all around me making runs, but I'm just going to go safe. I'm not going to risk losing possession with silly passes at this stage of the game. Oh, Charlie Musonda, what a turn. Oh, what a save by Ben Foster. He's done brilliantly there to get a foot down to it. That would have given us almost instantaneously our 2-goal lead back again. But Ben Foster keeps his team in it. Oh, Kante with a great interception there. Squeeze that through the gap to Coutinho, who's come on as a second-half substitute here. A late second-half substitute as well. And I'm just going to keep possession in this instance. We'll get it across there to Victor Moses, who's also just come on, and will seal out the game. Substitutes making the difference. Coutinho to Moses. They've only been on the pitch about 3 minutes. But Michi gets to turn in. There's Coutinho, defender. He just had no idea whether to close him down or to go to the man off the ball, Moses. Caught in no man's land, and we were able to punish them. We are going to get the victory here, and it's going to be a very important 3 points as well, especially after that defeat against Manchester United that I'm still particularly frustrated at. Again, apologies for the rant that I went on there. Oh, that's a foul. I think I'm just a little bit overtired. I've been recording non-stop for like a week, and it's clearly getting to me. I need a couple of days to just chill and sleep and rest. But there's no rest right now because we need to make sure that we get this away. Pedro can't. Luke Shaw gets in the way of that effort. McLean drops it down and Krahowiak scores his and West Brom's second. In the end, I needed that third as well. I thought we'd scored with practically the last kick of the game in stoppage time, and they go up and do the same at the other end. It's going to be 3-2 now, and that should be practically the last kick of the game, and is. It's just, well, I got that third, isn't it? Just as well I got that third. West Bromwich Albion 2, Chelsea 3. We win the game. Probably deservedly so. But still. Oh, and if Newcastle could do me a favour at Old Trafford, that'd be great. I doubt they will, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, my heart is racing. That was a really difficult game against West Brom. It was a really difficult game against Man United. I deserve to get something out of the Man United one. We've got Shakhtar Donetsk next, and then we'll be back to Premier League action. Actually, no, was it the Cup against Middlesbrough? No, it was Shakhtar, then Liverpool, then Middlesbrough, wasn't it? That's what it was. So a game in 3 different competitions for tomorrow's episode. Have a quick look at the league table at the end of the video as well. But I will do a quick squad report to round out. Press conference. Pedro's happy. I'm very happy with Pedro as well. But let's have a quick look at the squad report then to round things out today, and then we'll have a look at the league table. So Courtois is crucial at the club. No surprise there. I always forget to switch to the attributes tab. Victor Moses, a little bit of growth from him actually. No growth overall, but he's doing well. Was that his first goal this season? It was his first goal this season. Oliveira is in the process of going out on loan. No, it's Julian Sterling, sorry, that's in the process of going out on loan. I apologise. But Oliveira has gone up 1 overall. Zappacosta, no growth overall, but decent growth in his individual stats. 11 games played this season. Sterling has gone up 1 overall, so hopefully a loan spell will do him well. Jake Clark-Salter, no growth from him. Matt Miazga, no growth from him. Maruo, nope. Zuma, nope. Come on, lads. He's supposed to be doing well out on loan. Andreas Christensen, a little bit of growth from him. Actually, some decent growth technically from him. Really pleased with that. He hasn't played that much, but I am going to start playing him, or at least for a brief spell, ahead of Rudiger, because he's just been out playing him recently. Well, not that he's been out playing him, it's just that Rudiger's been terrible. Aspi growing really nicely, even at 28 years of age. Pleased with that, especially his reactions. 89 now, he's just brilliant. Rudiger, no growth overall for him, but he's improving. Morale is content. Form is good, apparently, but it's not been amazing recently, I have to be honest. David Luiz has been superb, as you would expect, although his positional sense is a little bit wayward sometimes. But it is David Luiz, so I suppose that's realistic. Luke Shaw growing a little bit, but not too much. Marcos Alonso doing the same. Really don't think I need to strengthen him at left-back, though. Bakayoko growing really nicely. Surprised he hasn't gone up 1 overall there with those changes. Slide tackle up 2, long passing up 1. But still, 82 overall and will be growing. Kante's up 1 overall as he was last time we did a squad report, about 5 or 6 episodes now, I think, ago since we did that, and continuing to grow really well. Look at those tackling stats. 90 stand tackle, 89 slide. Superb. Jeremy Boga, no growth from him. Maddox, a little bit. Charlie Musonda's grown up 1 overall, which is nice to see. It means that we really don't need to look at wingers when Pedro retires, because we've got Charlie Musonda and Kennedy to come in. Pasalic is not growing much at all, if at all. Lewis Baker, similarly. Cesc. Okay, so Cesc stats are seriously starting to drop now. I think we, much as I hate to say it, I think we might be saying goodbye to Cesc in the January transfer window and replacing him with someone. Or at least maybe keeping him on as a squad player and buying someone else to start ahead of him. Because I do have 130 odd million, so I don't necessarily need to sell him, but I think his first team's regular spot is going to come to a close sooner rather than later. Van Ginkel, no growth from him. Danny Drinkwater, a little bit of growth, but meh. Kyle Scott, a little bit of growth from him, which is good. Same for Reece James. Lucas Piazzon. Why is it the loan players don't grow, but the ones here that are not playing but training do? Kennedy's up 1 overall, which is good news. I'd like for him to grow a little bit more, potentially. How many games has he played? Only 6. Maybe I should play him a little bit more. Kylian Hazard is up 2 overall. I have been training him slightly, so I'm hoping that he can actually grow to be quite a good player for us. So he's 22 already. I thought it was a little bit younger than that. Casey Palmer, no growth for him. Out on loan at Huddersfield. Willian, agility down 3, which is frustrating. Long shots down 1. I definitely don't want to be getting rid of Willian, though. He's got 2 goals, 5 assists for us this season, but he's been brilliant. Pedro is down 1 overall at 83, but arguably, wow, arguably my best player this season. 14 goals in 17 games, 6 in 3 in the Carabao Cup, 3 in 7 in the Premier League, 3 in 3 in the Champions League, and 3 assists as well. Pedro, my man. Morata growing nicely. And how many goals has he got? 9 in 14, 5 in 9 in the Premier League, and 6 assists, which is good. And Mitzi is growing too, up 1 overall. 86 shot power for him now. That's good news. He's got 5 in 12 and 11 assists in all competitions. So everybody at the front end of the pitch is performing very well. Tammy Abraham, any growth for him out on loan at Swansea? No. Eden Hazard, any growth for him? A little bit, actually a lot technically, but no growth overall yet. He has 8 goals in 16 games and 2 assists, and Coutinho 7 goals and 5 assists in 13 games. A little bit of growth for him, but quite a substantial amount of growth for him as well. And Nathan out on loan hasn't really done much. I still don't know what team that is, to be honest, off the top of my head. And Mason, I am training him, of course, and he's up 4 overall so far this season and will continue to grow, hopefully, for the foreseeable future. Still disappointed that he's only got 3-star skills and a 2-star weak foot, but we will use the Scout Future Star again next season. And you know what I've forgotten to do again is to buy some youth scouts. So I'll show you the league tables, and then whilst the video is rendering out or exporting from the Elgato, I will go and do those youth scouts now. I apologise. I'm so forgetful, I swear. I'm the worst. We've got Middlesbrough in the Carabao Cup. That's upcoming in the next episode. The FA Cup will be drawn soon, and we'll play that in January. Obviously won the Community Shield, and we are level on points with Manchester United now. So Newcastle did do something for me. They got themselves a draw against Man United. So we're level on points at the top. Leicester 3rd on 23, then Liverpool on 22, West Brom on 21. Man City have dropped down to 8th now. Arsenal are 11th, Spurs are 10th. So not a good season so far for the North London sides, but West London doing all right. Sat there in 2nd, although Manchester United doing just as well. That's going to bring today's episode to a close though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't already. I'll go and hire some youth scouts. I'll see you next time.